All right. All right, here we go. Hey, everybody. Mr. Kilgren here, and I'm going to walk you through your assignment for this week for social studies. And it's a big one. It's hard, but I really believe you guys can do it. And what we got is an inquiry. An inquiry is where I ask you a question, I give you a bunch of sources, and you come up with some sort of response. It's a race response. Uh, we've been doing this all year long. You guys know how to do this, okay? The trick with this one, though, is it's going to be argumentative. And so this is going to coincide with some of the stuff that we're doing in ELA right now. So I am going to be looking for the important parts or critical attributes, what we would say, of an argumentative response, which means you need to have a clear claim. You need to have reasons to support your claim, and of course, evidence to support those reasons. You need to talk about the counter argument or the opposing argument. And when we use the word counter or opposing, we mean the other side, those that disagree with you. Okay. And you got to have clear reasoning and explanation for each of those parts. So this is going to take you a while, but that's okay because you got all week to do it. And you're supposed to be working 3.5 hours every day on school. That's what OSPI and the district expect you to do. So if you're actually spending that time, I think you're going to have no problem getting this done in the time that you need. I'm here to help, of course. You can email me. You can. I'll try one of these videos. I'm gonna show you how to call me on Teams. You can call me on Teams. You can dojo me using your parents' account. Okay, but I want to show you this assignment real quick, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Here we go. I'm going to share the assignment. So hopefully you should be able to see the assignment now on your screen. And so the question that we're asking is, was the progressive era in Washington State actually progressive? Remember, progressive means to improve, to get better. If you're progressing in something, you're getting better at it. And we're wondering in this inquiry, did Washington State actually get better? And remember that progressive era is that time period, about roughly 1890 to 1920. It's not an exact science. So we, as historians, we kind of throw these dates out there. It doesn't necessarily mean in 1890, all of a sudden it's like, oh, boom, progressive era starts now. No, that's not how that worked. But around 1890 and dipping into 1920, we call that the progressive era. Okay, so did it actually get better in Washington State during this time? And so you have some reading that you have to do. So there's this introductory reading with some cool charts that I've put together for you. Very nice, very nice. And then we actually get into the sources. So source 1, source 2, 3, and 4. So there are 4 sources that you are going to use to guide your thinking. I will point out on the racism source 4, this word here, Japs, that is a racist term, and you wouldn't want to go around using that phrase. That word, just like a lot of other racial labels. It's got a bad history, which we'll actually talk about next unit with Japanese internment. And so it's not something that you want to throw around. So I want to point that out. So in your response, even though you see the word Japs in this image, you wouldn't want to use that in your response. You would want to say Japanese Americans, Japanese immigrants. Although it wasn't just Japanese immigrants, it was their kids too, and their kids' kids, anyone of Japanese descent, which I should probably fix there. Parents and Japanese Americans. There we go. All right, and then here are instructions for you. Okay, and essentially it goes over what I talked about in my introduction, but you need to have a clear claim. You got to answer the prompt. You need to have evidence and reasoning. You need to talk about the opposing argument. That's that side that disagrees with you. So if you're arguing that the progressive era was progressive, it actually got better, at some point in your response, you need to say, hey, not everyone agrees with me. There are some that say it wasn't getting better. And that's that opposing argument. And regardless of what your claim is, you've got to take a moment to do that. I am very purposely saying on here multi-paragraph. I'm not saying it has to be a 5-paragraph essay, but you got to have multiple paragraphs here. You can't do this in one. So maybe an introduction, one body paragraph talking about your claim, another body paragraph talking about the opposing argument, and your rebuttal. By the way, you bring up the opposing argument, and then you got to say why they're wrong. That's the rebuttal, the "but you're wrong" statement. Okay. And then a little conclusion where you really go back to your claim and make it clear to the reader. Okay. So I'm going to stop screen sharing. So it's a big assignment, but I believe in you. I think you can do it. So I'm posting that assignment. I'm going to post it in Teams along with this video. I'm going to go ahead and let your parents and guardians know that it's in there. I'm going to post that to Dojo as well, shoot out an email so that everyone can see it. And I want you to get jamming on this. And I'm going to go ahead and set a due date of next Tuesday. So that is Tuesday the 21st. All right, Tuesday the 21st. So don't procrastinate. Get going on it. And if you got questions, you need to let me know ASAP. Shoot me an email. Call me in Teams. If it lets you call me in Teams. I don't know. I need to ask Tony if you guys have those permissions. Or you can shoot a Dojo to me. But email is by far and away the best way to shoot me questions. So if you go into Office 365 through Clever, Outlook is your email application. You click on Outlook and you shoot me an email, tkilgren@uniongap.org. So my email, if you just type in Tim, it will show up and you can see it there. All right, I'm going to post this. Y'all work hard, get after it. Let me know if you got questions. I miss you. I hope you're doing okay. All right, Kilgren out.